Welcome everybody to Magnolia Wealth Money,
where we discuss everything financial from the economy to retirement.
This is Magnolia Wealth Money. Welcome everybody. Today's show is on estate planning tools.
Ed, last week we talked about estate planning tools and we started with a will.
Yep.
Today we're going to talk about power of attorneys, maybe the different type of power of attorneys and different situations that you want to make sure you have a power of attorney.
Yeah. So let's look. There's kind of three types of power of attorneys that we see. I think this little graphic here helps explain what each of them and when they may come into effect. So we have what is called pre-incapacity. So this would be you're fine, you're walking around, everything's good, and then post-incapacity. So someone becomes incapacitated. Does that power of attorney deal with that? So the main one that you see, and most people have, if they have a power of attorney, is what we call the durable power of attorney. This is a very, very, very powerful document. The durable power of attorney is durable, just like it says. As soon as you sign that power of attorney and you nominate who your power of attorney is, which is the person that you've said, I trust enough that they can deal with my accounts. They have access for my best interest to all of my investment accounts and to do transactions on my behalf.
From today up until the day I die, I'm giving them that power.
That's correct. So that's why this shows all the way through from incapacity, before you're incapacitated, everything's fine. And even after you're incapacitated. Now, the next one we see is what's called a general power of attorney. The general power of attorney is only good before you are incapacitated. So that's why everything's going good. You have a general power of attorney. If the day something happens and you become incapacitated, the general power of attorney in most cases, now we're generalizing these whole things. So when you're dealing with estate planning, I do want to say this. Most rules are pretty concrete, but depending on how the attorneys write the actual power of attorney, it may have powers one way or the other. But in generally speaking, the general power of attorney is only for while you're still walking around fine, that you have no incapacity. Then we jump into one probably nobody's heard of, or not very many people have heard of it, but it's called a springing power of attorney. It is only good for after you become incapacitated. So it springs into effect when I become incapacitated. Generally speaking, how that works is, let's say I was in a car wreck. I had a springing power of attorney in place that says, Forrest, you're going to be my power of attorney, but I don't really want you meddling in my accounts before an event happens. But if something happens to me, I know I need someone there to take care of my accounts or pay bills, whatever it may be. So I'm incapacitated, and my springing power of attorney says, Forrest needs to go get a doctor's note or letter, or maybe two doctors that say, yeah, Ed's incapacitated. He does not need to be dealing with his accounts. And so then Forrest would then become my power of attorney. So there's different types of power of attorneys. Remember, they're written differently, typically by different attorneys. But sometimes the states have codified the laws, and they're very general. So the language in them is very it's kind of already set. But these are the types of powers of attorney. We see this used a lot, the springing power of attorney, for maybe a single, maybe someone who's not married.
Like a widower.
A widow, that's right. That they really don't want their children meddling in their business, so to speak, but they know they need something. So springing power of attorneys work really well in that situation where you can name someone, but you don't give them any power until this event happens. So I hope that's kind of cleared up powers of attorney, and we're going to continue these videos talking about the tools that are used in estate planning. So we've done wills. We've explained your power of attorney. We'll continue down this path, and we hope this is helping y'all understand these different tools that attorneys use, and we talk about a lot in the office. But as always, y'all have a great week. God bless. We'll talk to you soon.